Hi guys. Hi everyone. Today's video is a quickie. We are going to be doing a 3-month update. Can you believe it has been 3 months since we rehabbed these plants? You guys have been keeping me updated on your rehabs, which is fun to hear. I love seeing how they're doing. And yeah, so it's gone by so fast, and I really loved doing this project because I felt like it made the winter go by fast because like I had something to keep me busy, something to keep looking forward to. So I almost missed doing this upload because I just started planning some more content and I was like, oh crap, I'm due for another update on these rehabs. So it is now 3 months. So let's take a quick look and see how they're doing. So most of my rehabs are kept on this shelf here. So we'll start off with this beauty here, the Begonia, maculata? Yes, look how good it's doing. It's really doing well. I have transferred this plant. This was originally in soil when I got it. And if you saw last month's update, we transitioned it to semi-hydro. Was it in semi-hydro or did we, I think we put it from soil to perlite to leca. I believe that's what we did. So we transitioned it with a little mid step of perlite and it looks fine. It's doing fine. It's actually putting out these new leaves at the bottom here of the stem, which I really like because then it's going to fill out more. That looks right here like we're going to get another one there as well. And then up here in the middle, I can't reach with my fingers, that one as well. So it's doing amazing. I'm pretty sure that like guys, hey, no playing right now. Lulu, Mia, please, not right now. Okay, I have to take this away from you. You can't chew it. Thank you, not right now. Sorry guys. Anywho, as I was mentioning, I have a feeling that this begonia is going to outgrow me. Like it's going to grow faster than I can keep up with. I already have several ties holding it up to the stick. There are 2 plants in here, but this I'm pretty sure is going to grow like a beast, and therefore it's going to need more than just a couple sticks. So I'm thinking of maybe using an actual trellis, those ones that kind of have like the 3 posts on them, something sturdier and in a more permanent situation, although I haven't used anything like that in semi-hydro before. So that's going to be an experience. Let me know in the comments below how you guys are growing your large begonias, if you have some large ones, because I'm going to need some ideas. I would love to have it as a floor plant, maybe like here, and let's let it grow real huge next to the shelf. I think that'd be really nice. I don't think it would fit over there. It's a little too narrow, but yeah, it's going to need its own standing pot pretty soon. Then we have this Syngonium over here. I always forget that this is a part of the rehabs because it looks so good. Well, last time it wasn't looking good. So last time we did transfer it out of soil straight into semi-hydro. I don't think we did any in-between step. And that was because I just kept underwatering it. It was in this chunky soil and it just was a wrap for me. So I was like, so it started being limp and losing leaves and yellowing and looking worse than it looked when I first got it. So I transferred it to semi-hydro and it's doing so much better. It's so plump. These little leaves look amazing. So cute, these little chubby leaves. And yeah, it's putting out new leaves left and right. These cute little leaves down here are new. This is a separate plant here, also putting out a leaf there. And I love when it gets this pink little stripe in the middle. Like it's so cute with the dark green rim and the light green inside. I don't know which Syngonium this is. Maybe butterfly. I think one of you guys have told me before. Either way, it's doing very well in semi-hydro now. It does have some rotted roots, like you can see here, probably from the transfer, these soil roots, but then you can see there's a nice white root there, one there. These middle roots are okay. And so it's fine. It'll put out, it'll put out some new roots. There's a lot of leca in here because this container is really not big enough for this, but I just didn't have a bigger one at the time. So yeah, but I'm not worried about the rot that's in there because it'll be fine. It's making new roots. Let me put this leca back in here. Put you back as well. And then moving on over here to my sad Morenta. Every time I see this plant or touch this plant, it just gets worse and worse. So yeah, but it's still alive. Like, it's always putting out new leaves. Like, there's one there, this one here. I think it even has one that's working on there. Like, these two leaves are fairly new as well. Like, but we did have one of the cuttings that it rotted. One of the cuttings, and it was one of the longer ones that rotted. So that's why it looks crazy. I feel like every time I show this to you guys, it looks completely different every single time. It's ridiculous. And I don't know like what is going on. It's just such an up and down journey with this plant, but it's not dead. It's not dead, and it's constantly putting out new leaves. I don't see any new roots just yet. These were fresh cuttings. If you remember, we chopped it off at the head and threw out the bottom portion in the soil. I was just done with the soil because I was getting a lot of fungus gnats hanging around it because it was in a self-watering pot. So I'm just much happier having it here, even though I do still get 1 or 2 fungus gnats every so often. It's just not as bad. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can grow this in semi-hydro. As long as it's still putting out new leaves, I'm gonna keep working with it because I do really like this one. This leaf right here is actually really pretty. It's super dark. The red stripes are really pretty. Like, I really like this plant when it looks like this, but when it mostly looks like this, yikes. So yeah, what I'm gonna wait it out. You know, it's been a few months, but I'm gonna wait it out. And honestly, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that I probably did too much to it, and that's why it's just declining, because every time I do something to it, it has to bounce back from that. But that is how it's doing. Good, the bad, and the ugly. And then, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. So then we have the Dieffenbachia up here, which is doing very well. Despite it looking real janky, trust me, it's doing well. Because if y'all remember, this one was the one I was the most worried about. It was completely limp. It was so dry, like it was a mess. And so because it was so dry, right? Which side is better? Which light is gonna be? Oh, okay, right there. It was so dry, and then I think that when I was cleaning it off and rinsing it down, the roots, were they sitting? I don't know if I had it sitting in water. I think I did have it sitting in water, so then of course the roots rotted away. I wasn't really thinking when I did that. Anywho, we were able to still save some of it, thankfully. So this is an original leaf here. And these are the newer leaves here at the bottom. Interestingly, it doesn't have that white in the middle like the Camille has just yet. I don't know if that was trying to be that, but yeah, there's 2 plants in here. This main long one, and then there's this little one down here. I don't think this has any original leaves left on it. Maybe that one, not sure, but it's still growing. I don't see a ton of roots though. I'm trying to get rid of this glare. Yeah, I definitely don't see a ton of roots coming out. I don't know if these are roots right here. I'd have to take it out and see, but either way, it's constantly growing, so I'm not worried. It looks pretty good to me, and I would love to have this become a nice full Dieffenbachia. You guys know I love Dieffenbachia, so that would be really nice to have that. And the last one we'll see is the Mimikins out in the living room. So out here we have the Mimikins. This is where it lives, and so this whole portion of the vine is brand new and it looks really good. I'm a little disappointed about the size of the leaves. I was hoping that we'd get closer to this or this size leaves, and I figured like when the first one came out, I was like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's the first leaf out, we get a small one, that's cool. But then it just kept giving me small leaves, and I don't know if it's because it's trailing or what have you, but either way, it's really pretty, especially when the sun hits it and it's really shimmery. And surprisingly, this is really not too much light for it. As you can see, this is a really bright big window, and I believe it's southwest facing, but it is a ways back away from the window, so it does really well here. This was a slow start, and this one is actually still in soil. We didn't do too much to this. We left it in the same soil and maybe added a little bit, and I haven't done anything since then. I've been trying to keep it well watered, but being that it's in soil, it does dry out a bit, but it doesn't seem to mind too much. This was already like this when I got it, same as this one here. These kind of spots, I'm not sure what happened with those, like why those developed, but it's not on any of the newer leaves, so I'm not worried yet. But yeah, it has this vine here in the front, hold on, and this vine as well here, look how pretty. And then this is another one, some more new leaves coming out, and one more there as well. Oh, maybe one more there too, hold up, there. So yeah, for the first month, this didn't do anything. There was no new leaves or anything like that, and I didn't see signs of new roots. But now, after the 1 month mark being at 3 months, it's put out a whole lot of new growth. Come in here, come in. So that is all for the updates. That is how all the plants are doing the clearance rehabs. I really enjoyed this like little project over the winter. I feel like, oh. It almost fall off the bed. Oh my goodness. I feel like it made the winter go by really fast because I kind of had something to look forward to, like that I was kind of working on a weekly to monthly basis. I would say monthly. I wasn't really doing anything with them on a weekly basis, but monthly, checking on them, changing something up, and just trying to bring them back to health. And so it kept me busy, and I really enjoyed it. I was trying to figure out if I would do one more update or not, because I know I said it was like a winter to spring project, and so it's March 4th now. So I'm thinking that spring is March 21st, right? But that's almost a month from now. So by the end of the month, guys, you can't play right now, please. Can you give me like 2 more minutes, just 2 more minutes, please? Thank you. So I will do one more update is all I'm trying to say, is that I'm going to do one more update in April, the beginning of April, and that'll be the last update for this series. But I really enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed you guys like letting me know how your rehabs are doing as well. Always feel free to hit me up on my DMs on Instagram or message me here in the comments if you ever have questions about your plant. Some of you guys have asked me like, hey, what do you think is going on with my plant? I love trying to figure it out with you guys. I'm not an expert, but I love trying to figure it out with you guys, because it's really, it's like a trial and error, work in progress, you know, like trying to figure out what to do with your plant that's, you know, something's going on with it, because our plants don't grow perfectly all the time. Probably half the time they grow perfectly. The other half of the time you spend trying to get it to grow perfectly. So, I mean, imperfectly is relative, but anyways, all I'm saying is that I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. So if you haven't caught the first or second part of this rehab series, you can watch the other parts here.